Hardik Pandya and the booing that is going on in the current IPL 2024 is nothing short of disgusting. What wrong did Hardik Pandya do that he has to get into this kind of a situation? This is a question which needs legitimate factual answers, not on emotion. The Indian cricket fan and whoever is booing Hardik Pandya at this point in time need to seriously look into the mirror and factually analyze what wrong did Hardik Pandya do. Forgetting that aside, this booing, one hopes that it doesn't continue even at the Wankhede. But if it does, it's a sad reflection of Indian cricket. But there is advice coming in from one more person who has undergone this. And he has given some very simple tips to Hardik Pandya. His name is Steve Smith. Now remember, Steve Smith, when he was banned for 1 year, when he came back into the cauldron of the World Cup and the Ashes, he received booing which was almost equivalent, if not much more worse than this. It is England. After all, England and India fans have a very shared legacy, and that is of the worst behavior in sports. What has Steve Smith said? Steve Smith has given Hardik Pandya the advice about the noise, about the booing. He said, I tried to block it out. It's all irrelevant. No one outside knows what you are going through. No one outside is in that change room. The dynamics that happen in a changing room, all the rumors, all the speculation that there is a rift in the Mumbai Indians camp, all that is just the outside noise that is distracting you. But there is a reason why Hardik Pandya can't block it out. That I will come to it a bit later. Steve Smith himself has said, I tried to block it out, it's all irrelevant. And that is exactly what he did in 2019. And you saw the impact. 774 runs in the Ashes. And he had a very decentish World Cup on return. So, Steve Smith has given Hardik Pandya this advice. And what is his mantra? You could see while he was batting in Edgbaston, how in the zen he was in, the zen mode of batting, the zen mode of concentration, how Steve Smith was. I don't care. I don't pay any attention. It's all white noise. But certainly players do hear things and everyone's entitled to their own emotions. Now this is the most important point. People may say, oh, why he has to even listen to it? Oh, why as a professional player, why can't he just ignore the noise? But it's better than saying that, okay, let's just play with robots. You are a human being after all. Hardik Pandya has done something which will ensure that his career is growing. Yet he is getting boos. Because he wants to grow, the others are just not willing to accept that. And that is the bitter truth. Now, are the boos impacting Hardik Pandya? Steve Smith believes it is impacting him. Because it's possible he probably hasn't experienced that before in any walk of life. So it's natural. I suppose, and particularly being in India and a star Indian player, to be in that position. Now, this is why Hardik Pandya cannot ignore the boos. Everywhere he goes, whenever he speaks, he may get booed because he is in that prominence. And not many Indian players have been booed. Virat Kohli got booed in Wankhede, which was disgusting. Rohit Sharma at one point was booed. Sachin Tendulkar was also booed because of that one slow knock that he played in Wankhede. You saw an entire Indian crowd contingent go against the Indian team in 2005 against South Africa at the Eden Gardens. Where have you seen people in the same city, in the same country, cheer on the opposing team blatantly? That is because one player and followed with a coach, that dominated headlines. That's why we will go against the Indian cricket team. Now, wasn't that disgraceful? This is where Hardik Pandya cannot ignore the boos. Because long term, if you have to look at it, it's hurting Indian cricket in a big, big way. Now, other factor which is not going in Hardik Pandya's favor is Mumbai Indians' very typical slow start in IPL. Again, it's now the 12th year they have not won the opening game. You know who was the last time that who was the last captain to win the opening game? That is a trivia that you all have to answer. But Hardik, the boos are compounded even further by the fact that Smith states Hardik is in the middle of a challenging time, losing the first two games. He is filling big shoes with Rohit Sharma, who's been the most successful captain and hasn't started well for him. He is under a little bit of pressure. What do you do then? Boos are ringing out, Hardik's captaincy has been banned, Mumbai Indians are not winning from the first two games. What do? You have to maintain the faith. And if Mumbai Indians get the wooden spoon, then you have to really be fearful for Hardik and the franchisee also, because all the build up, all the decision was taken and Mumbai Indians' future growth was centered around Hardik Pandya's captaincy, because Rohit has very few years left, maybe 2 or 3 years, only about 2 years of active playing. That's it. Honestly, if you look at it. Now, there is no forgiving Hardik Pandya's tactical mistakes that he did in the game against SRH. Yes, even against GT, tactical mistakes. Bumrah, for example, he didn't bowl him in the power play that often, kept him too much in the depth. When there was no plan A, plan B, he stuck to one plan. And that is what the inflexibility, the lack of flexibility that was there, ensured that he just could not do it. So, feel like he's under a little bit of pressure. I think he's made a few tactical errors in the first couple of games, batting himself a little bit low. You've got to shift your plans when things aren't going well. Where is the fluidity? Where is the flexibility in Hardik Pandya's captaincy that we saw in the Indian cricket team and with GT? That seems to have been missing in the first two games of the Mumbai Indians franchisee, which is why I'm saying the booing has impacted his thinking in a way. We hope that recovers after a few days. But Hardik needs support. Smith stated that the entire Australian team were welcomed back. There was a reintegration process, and that's why they were welcomed back with open arms. Now, where will Hardik Pandya get that? Maybe it's Rohit Sharma. Maybe he stands up and says, guys, what's going on? Let's support this guy. I don't know. That could happen, I suppose. Now, in this entire booing, which of the Mumbai Indians staff have spoken out? Has Rohit spoken out against it? Has Sachin Tendulkar spoken out against it? Why not? Rohit and Sachin need to learn from Virat Kohli how to silence the crowd and how to behave in a sporting manner. Rohit Sharma is just ensuring that this is going on. Sachin Tendulkar also, because they want to have a clean image, because they want to ensure that, oh, let us not get into it, we'll alienate our so-called fans. Why aren't they standing up for Hardik Pandya? 2 games have happened, you've seen the booing. Tendulkar and Rohit Sharma have not even uttered a word, which is why Virat Kohli is the bigger man. Steve Smith, he even backed the Steve Smith. He told the Indian crowds to shut up when the booing was happening at the Oval. After that, the booing stopped. He even ensured that he patched up with Naveen-ul-Haq and told the crowd not to do it. They stopped. If a player or a legend decides to stand up, these kind of nonsense things that happen in the stadium will be done and dusted. Which is why there is a hope that Rohit or Sachin speak up. Because for far too long now, 2 games you have seen Hardik Pandya suffer unnecessary booing. Smith has said avoid it, ignore it, but can Hardik Pandya ignore it? And Mumbai Indians, hopefully they back their members. If you claim that you are one family, back Hardik Pandya and ensure that this kind of booing is unacceptable. Will a statement be released? We hope so. If not, the concept of an MI family is non-existent then. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.